Welcome to this video. My name is Dorika. I am Soul Remembrance Activator who help you to expand your receiving capacity through energy and identity recalibration. In this video, we are going to dive into the topics of why heaviness forms in your body, what energetic thresholds actually are, how threshold turn into stored density, how density block receiving, and how to move through life's expansion without carrying weight. This is not about avoiding intensity. This is about increasing your capacity without storing it in your body. My intention for you through this video is after this transmission, after this video, you feel an instant shift in your energy, feeling lighter, feeling clearer, feeling safer, so that your body stop holding and start dissolving any stagnant energy or pain or body aches in your current body. Let's begin. Why heaviness forms in your body? Heaviness is not random. It forms when energy that is meant to move gets internalized, become stagnant. What are the energies that are meant to move? Emotions, your fears, your projection, your responsibility, and unprocessed experiences. All these are stored in your body as density. If you use your body to hold it, not allowing them to move through you. You see, your body, our body is designed to move energy. Energy is meant to flow. But when your nervous system doesn't feel safe to process the energy flowing in, it stays in your body. Your body stores them as memories. Your body keeps score. Over time, these accumulated memories forms a density in your body, leading to feeling heaviness. And this accumulated density become your baseline. This accumulated density become increasing heaviness as there's more to come in, more you're trying to hold without releasing anything. And the interesting thing is, you don't think you're holding anything. You don't even aware that your body is holding it for you. That when something feels overwhelming, your body actually come in to say, I'll hold this so you can still feel safe. I'll hold this so you can function. And so you continue living, feeling this heaviness, storing this pressure, this stress in your body, thinking this is how life feels. Thinking heaviness is just your norm. You struggle with body pain, body aches, tension, fatigue, and you call it, this is life. This is simply adulthood. But your body was never meant to be a warehouse, was never meant to store, to hold all this stress, all this energy that was meant to move. Hence, heaviness is not weakness. It is frozen movement. It is expansion that reach a threshold. So what really is a threshold? A threshold is at the edge of your expansion. It is the edge where your current capacity meets more receiving. More love, more money, more stability, more visibility, more self-expression, more responsibility. So, threshold is not the problem. Every threshold stretches your capacity. But this stretch feels like pressure to a nervous system that is familiar with contraction. So, your body has been conditioned to contract when pressure arises, so that you feel more safe, more normal. And this is where everything changes. When you are at this threshold, which is actually you are at the edge of your expansion. You are actually at that potential of expanding, of receiving more. But when you are at this edge, pressure arises. And you can either tense, contract, or allow this stretch to move through you. If you tense and contract, it becomes heaviness. If you allow this stretch to move through you without collapsing, without contracting, you created a new capacity. And here, I'm just going to share the common types of threshold. Different thresholds compress your energy in different ways. Therefore, limit your receiving in different ways. So as I reveal to you these common thresholds, take a moment to reflect. Have you come across such threshold in the past? Or currently you are at this threshold? First one, receiving threshold. This is when more want to enter into your life than your nervous system currently feels safe holding. So let me give you a love example. Imagine you meet someone emotionally available. You have been hoping, ready for a new loving, committed relationship, and you meet him. You meet someone who is emotionally available. At first, everything feels good, feels smooth, feels so good. Then something else happens. You notice. Your body starts wondering, is this real? Isn't it too good to be true? Your body tightens. Instead of receiving the love by continue to stay open, your body now prepares to manage it just in case. Your mind starts analyzing, calculating chances of success, chances of receiving the commitment. You start scanning if there's any red flags. You couldn't open fully to receive the love for fear of being disappointed or hug it again. This is your receiving threshold. The same thing happened with money. You are receiving more than ever before. You have just increased your salary receiving. You have just increased your business revenue. And instead of relax in expansion, you feel more pressure now. You start worrying. You start thinking, can I sustain this? What if it disappears? Now I have to maintain this with even more effort. The expansion that you just received an increased amount of money than your usual suddenly now turn into a burden, a weight. Not because you can't hold it, but because you are holding it in your body. And since receiving requires your openness, but when your system equates receiving more with more responsibility, more risk, your chest starts to close. Your breath becomes shallower. Your system unconsciously actually limits what comes in to protect you. So you are unconsciously, even you have received an increased amount than before, you unconsciously spend it away in order to return to that familiar amount. This is your receiving threshold. Next, visibility threshold. This is the age of being seen more fully. Imagine your work, your business, your voice start being seen, heard by more people, more attention on you, more recognition you receive. Energetically, being seen activate survival memory because being seen activate an ancient survival memory. If I'm seen, I'm at the risk of being judged. So instead of radiating, expressing more of who you are outward, now your energy curl inward to protect. If you store that contraction, trying to manage visibility, being seen but not being seen too much, visibility becomes exhausting. You dim yourself to reduce tension. You limit your expansion to feel safer. You unconsciously dim yourself so your body can relax. Next, stability threshold. This one is very subtle and it may not even make sense because many people don't realize stability can be a threshold. Life is good. Life is calm, consistent. No drama, no chaos. Everything is good. And suddenly, your system feels restless because chaos, drama was familiar. So suddenly, life is good. Everything is just so calm. Feels unknown to a nervous system that once used to drama. You may feel bored, and you may sabotage your own peace to discharge the discomfort of calm, which means things are so good that you don't feel it's your norm, so you start to do more, start to create some drama in order to feel this is more natural, this is more stable when your nervous system is familiar with drama. So when there's no drama, when everything is so easy, so smooth, your nervous system become like, oh, this is new. This is not our familiar. This is your stability threshold. Receiving stability become challenge because your system doesn't feel safe being still. Being calm and relaxed is not safe and familiar to a nervous system who is so used to inconsistency, drama, or chaos environment. Next, identity threshold. This is when you are becoming someone new. You are evolving. You are outgrowing your old self, and you know clearly the past version of you are no longer aligned, doesn't fit who you want to become anymore. But at the same time, the new version of you, the new capacity, isn't fully embodied yet. You are in this transition, and during this transition, it can feel internal disorientation because identity is structural. If you grip here, if you start making some previous choices because it was familiar, you shrink back into familiarity. You reduce your expansion to match your old identity. Receiving at this level becomes capped because your identity leads to the choices you make. Your choice arises from your identity. If you're making a choice that still arises from your old identity, you are limiting your receiving. And if you make choice from a new identity, that is embodiment, and that naturally expand your capacity, your receiving. Because your identity sets the ceiling of what you can hold. So, how does threshold turn into heaviness? After all, threshold is simply you are at the edge of the expansion. It's like you are at the immigration gate, the borderline, the country border. How it become heaviness? Notice something powerful here. Every threshold, every edge of expansion you're moving towards increase energy. And this increased energy is natural, is neutral, is life moving forward, life opening up. But when your nervous system perceives this expansion as danger, pressure, you begin to manage the pressure. You begin to manage your expansion. Your body tightens. Your control strategy implemented. You fight against your own expansion. And when you use your body to hold expansion, this holding increase more pressure in your body. And this increased pressure that you hold in your body turns into density. And density turns into heaviness. And heaviness turns into fatigue. You don't have energy to do what you want, even you want to. You feel tired always. Fatigue turns into contraction. And contraction reduces your receiving. Your capacity becomes limited because your body can only hold certain amount. Beyond this amount, your body starts to feel tired, feel heavy, feel restless. But the thing is, threshold energy is not the problem. Storing it in your body is the problem. Can you see it? Heaviness is simply energy expansion that was not allowed to move when you use your body to hold it. So, what it looks like to hold more without weight. What it looks like to stop holding it in your body. Let's go back to the same love example. You meet someone who is emotionally available. And this is something new. After all, in the past, you always met someone who is unavailable, inconsistency. Now you met someone who is so consistent, so available. And your system feel the stretch. And instead of collapsing, you stay present. Lightness at this threshold looks like you can hold more without carrying it in your body, which means you doesn't go into analyzing. You doesn't go into scanning for red flag. You doesn't give it a story. You simply stay with this new norm, this consistency. And this is the shift. This is the key. You can feel the stretch without absorbing it in your body. You can feel pressure without collapsing into it. And when you stay open, even while you feel the internal resistance, internal pressure, but because you stay, your nervous system recalibrates. And the pressure that once was there dissolves. The stretch that once was there become spaciousness, become a new space. And suddenly, what once felt heavy feels okay now, feels natural now, feels normal now. So, when threshold stop resulting in heaviness, receiving become natural. This means more love feels safe, more visibility feels energizing, more money feels sustainable, more stability feels nourishing, because nothing is stored in your body. Lightness is not fragility, it is regulated nervous system expansion. So, can you see? Threshold itself is just neutral. It is just the edge. It is natural that at every edge of expansion, there is an increased pressure, there is an increased energy. The key is how you respond to this pressure. If you contract because of survival, then you always stay limited. But if you don't do anything to manage this pressure, you allow this pressure to stay, to move through you, it becomes spaciousness. It becomes expansion. So, to help you anchor in, I want to share with you this home analogy. Your body is your energetic home. Your thresholds are simply like your old furniture in your energetic home. So when you store these old furniture, such as old fears, old identities, old survival patterns, your hallway becomes narrower and narrower. New blessings, new opportunities, abundance shows up at the door of your home. There is no space to flow in. There's no space to put them in. You only can say no, because you have no capacity in your energetic home to hold and receive more. And when you release your old furniture, your home now have new space. You now have the capacity to receive the new and hold them in your home. So, the goal is actually not to avoid threshold. It is to expand your internal space, widening your capacity without gripping. Lightness is allowing movement. Energy are meant to move, but you stop your energy from moving when its natural state is meant to move. It becomes heaviness. And so, if you let energy move through your field, it becomes your fuel. It becomes your fuel for creation. It becomes vitality. It becomes flow that supports you. But if you store it in your body, it becomes heaviness. And this difference is so subtle because threshold is so subtle. But when you can identify it and choose to respond differently this time, it is powerful. Your body, our body, was never meant to be a storage, a warehouse. It was meant to hold flow. Our body is not meant to carry growth. It's meant to experience growth. And when it's experience are meant to flow, non-attachment. And when you stop holding it in your body, you naturally expand your receiving capacity. To sum up, here are some journal prompts for you to reflect. Ask yourself if you are honest, being truthful to yourself. When something good enters your life, do you relax deeper into it? Or do you suddenly tighten? What if the heaviness you feel is not the proof you cannot hold more, but it's the proof that you have been holding it in the wrong place? What would it feel like to experience expansion without fighting, resisting against it? The answer will reveal to you your threshold. Remember, a threshold is any moment where your current identity meets expansion. Remember, heaviness was never your truth, was never your norm. It was your body protection. Remember, thresholds are not threats. They are upgrades. Remember, your body does not need to carry your expansion. It only needs to stay open while allowing energy sensations move through you. Let energy move through you and not stay in your body. It's time to surrender and remember, energy are meant to flow. And when you allow energy to flow through you, you are allowing more life in to support you. Thank you for your time and energy in this video. Thank you for being here, for being open to receive this transmission. And when you're ready to recalibrate to your identity, to your next level of self-love and abundance, I invite you to explore different experiences with me at my website, thedoricaexperience.com. With this, thank you, and I look forward to connect with you again in my next video. Bye bye!